Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is ShadowWolf6611 and I'm back with another video. In this one, I want to talk to you about a very large topic, one that I can't really cover in any amount of time in particular. I want to talk to you guys about spirituality and the aspects that surround it. And, given the time of year, I think it's a great topic to talk about. Now, one of the fundamental bases of spirituality is sacred geometry. Sacred geometry is essentially the belief that all shapes on this earth have a meaning and have a belief system associated with it. So sacred geometry is connected to pretty much all things ever. To nature, to the universe around us, to the earth we're standing on, which makes it a very important aspect in kind of waking up and seeing the world through a new energy, through a new spiritual sense than the kind of third-dimensional, materialistic way we're used to seeing things. Sacred geometry starts with a geometric and mathematical creation known as the Flower of Life. The Flower of Life. A geometric and mathematical explanation of the creator of all without using religion or mainstream science. The Flower of Life is made up of perfect circles, all coming together to make something beautiful. A six-petaled flower emerges into creation. But this is where it gets more interesting and starts to come more together. In Christian belief, it is written that God created the world in 6 days, with well-deserved break on the 7th. Well, that's strange. In scientific theory, it explains something we know as today as the Big Bang Theory. It's pretty familiar to all of us, and most non-religious people believe it to be our universe's creation. Well, that's neat, because in sacred geometry, the flower is created first as one perfect circle, and then expands outwards to create everything. The Flower of Life is found everywhere, from all corners of the earth, and everywhere it all means the same thing. The shape in which all other shapes, everything, can emerge. Now, I could go into the Plutonic solids and tell you all about how they're the simplest third-dimensional shape that we know of in this existence. I could also go into how they can make every other geometric shape that we know of in existence as well. Oh, and did I mention that they all emerge from the Flower of Life? I could go into all that, but that's not what I want to talk about here today. Over time, human beings have their own experiences with the world and those around them. Everyone perceives existence in a different way, an individual way. But is it really so hard to believe that we are all connected with each other in the universe in a cosmic and amazing way? Is it really so hard to believe that instead of being complete separate entities, that we are the universe, and we are all God, or have God within us just untapped and repressed? Think of a time that you've met someone and developed some sort of relationship with them. Doesn't matter if it was romantic or not, just think of a connection with another human being. How did that feel? Can we really describe what a human connection is, or do we just kind of know what it is? I'm serious, think about it. So if we can connect with other human beings, not only on a physical level, but an emotional level as well, well, that brings us to an extremely philosophical question. What is love? Yes, it's just a human emotion, but why is it there? Well, we don't need it to reproduce, that's just a physical interaction that could be done by any member of any living species. Well, some could say that it's just a chemical reaction in your brain to your significant other's pheromones or hormones that are excreted through the pores in our skin. Well, maybe that triggers lust, but love? Anyone who's ever been in love, or is in love now, knows that love runs much deeper than that, and it is so much more than I, nor any scientist, could ever begin to explain. Okay, now that we've covered that, we can move into something similar to love, but entirely different at the same time. And that, my friends, is consciousness. We as a species have not the faintest clue where it came from or really how it functions or operates. It's a mystery to science. Because it's not tangible. By the laws of our physical universe we have today, it is impossible, and yet there it is, and every living human and possibly ascended ones too. What I'm trying to say is we don't understand. So we gave up on trying to figure out what it was and walked away from it into other areas of more physical, intangible things. Stuff we could prove in doing so we threw all of what our ancestors learned about themselves and the connection they had with the world right out the window with superstition. Why does that seem like our culture has altogether avoided the topic for hundreds of years, with small and few exceptions, far and few in between? We have a connection to mass consciousness. We always have, which is what I believe spawned the notion of God. However, I don't like that word because God is a story. He's just as real as your favorite book or movie character. Spirit is real, and spirit is all of us. Spirit is consciousness. Spirit is all of us, and when we wake up to that fact, I truly believe amazing things could happen. As the world is today, people find it very hard to become in tune with themselves, causing many of our wars and mass poverty. The truth is, people have become obsessed with their body and their mind, completely disregarding the spiritual side of us, throwing it out the window and just not talking about it. Well, a great way to get back in tune with yourself is meditation, one of the oldest spiritual practices that we know of today, and for good reason. Countless scientific experiments have been performed on meditation, and it has been proven to help with mental illnesses such as depression and anxiety. Taking that all into consideration, why is it that meditation is such a foreign practice in our culture today? All of that being said, our species is far off spiritual. We are out of tune with ourselves, and that's what's bringing our downfall. It's all around us. Global warming, it's still there, it hasn't gone away. And that hole in the ozone layer, it isn't getting any smaller. And our oceans are just getting more polluted and fished out as I speak. Just as the air is becoming unbreathable in extreme cases. The Earth's resources are being depleted, and for what? All we're doing is driving ourselves to extinction, and we're doing so blindly. As if we don't notice what's going on. But what if we did? What if everyone on this planet could find what the Buddha called nirvana, or enlightenment? Imagine a world of possibilities. We could do more than we can even imagine now. Do things that couldn't even manifest itself on our current level of consciousness. Let's just say, the world would be truly awesome. Alright guys, if you made it this far, I want to thank you, and I really appreciate you sticking around with me for the entire video. So I just wanted to try that out, see how that kind of goes, see if you guys like that more than the traditional, center on me the entire time talking about stuff. But thanks for watching, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. As always, this is ShadowWolf6611 saying goodbye.